Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I am going to explain how you can make $1,000 profit per day from selling on Amazon FBA. And the key to making $1,000 profit per day is your profit margin, obviously, how much stuff you're selling. And if you are able to sell $5,000 of product per day on Amazon FBA, then you're going to be, if you're at a 20% profit margin, then you're going to be at that $1,000 profit per day. So, I mean, anywhere from 5K to 10K in sales per day is going to get you to that $1,000 in profit per day. So that's what I say is how you can get to that point is you need to have a substantial amount of inventory. You need to have, I mean, likely at least 100K in inventory to get to that 1K profit per day. So that's how I recommend getting there, and that's how you can do that. I am live here both on YouTube and TikTok, so I'll be taking questions on both platforms and then answering it for you guys. I will read out all the questions first because if you're watching on the opposite platform, then you won't know what the question is. So we will go from there. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat and I'll do my best to answer them. Do you utilize spreadsheets or just software to manage everything? Yeah, I use spreadsheets to my VAs send me spreadsheets at the end of every shift, letting me know what products I should buy and what products make sense to resell on Amazon. Hey, how's it going, Travis? Good to see you in here. Thank you for all those likes. Guys, if you are in the YouTube live, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It helps to get more people in here. We get better questions. How to find the right product to sell in order to make profit? Yeah, so I recommend using tactical arbitrage in order to do that. So you can find tactical arbitrage in the link below. And you can get a 10-day free trial if you are interested in signing up for that. With online arbitrage, how have you avoided problems like not having invoices? Yeah, so with the invoice thing, you can't get ungated with a receipt from a online retailer, but you can win IP claims. So that is how I deal with that is just provided the receipt that I have. And yeah. Um did you incorporate in Canada or LLC in the US? I incorporated in Canada. I got IP alert and I love it, but other than that, I mean, account problems. Um, yeah, I mean, it's worked fine for me just providing those receipts. I haven't had any issues. So basically, you buy from Amazon and sell back to Amazon. However, I heard Amazon has a suspended buyer account. How you stay away from that? So yeah, you can't buy it with a Prime account. So if you have a Prime membership, do not um, do not purchase items for resale. Kevin, what's going on? Good to see you in here. Have you sold items where the manufacturer is also on the listing? No, not the manufacturer, but yes, when Amazon is on the listing. But no, like Yeti, for example, the brand Yeti, they sell on Amazon. So I would never go and buy Yeti products. The reason being is you can run into issues. Um, so yeah, if you see a manufacturer is selling on the listing, avoid the listing. What is IP? IP is intellectual property. Good to know. Thanks, man. Yeah, good to see you in here. Kevin, I loved the video you sent me. So it's inspired me to get a better webcam and hopefully this is clear for you guys. But yeah, no, your setup's awesome. So you are buying from Amazon but no Prime membership. Is that how you protect yourself? Yeah, so but you can buy from Amazon, just don't have it on Prime because Prime you are not eligible to purchase for resale. So if you have a Prime membership, don't purchase items for resale on that account. Have a separate account or just have an account with no Prime membership, then you can purchase for resale. Oh, so if you see the brand is selling it, Great advice, thank you. What do you say to the people that say OA is not sustainable? I've built a multi-million dollar business using just OA, so that's what I say to them is, I made millions of dollars from selling on Amazon and just using the online arbitrage and retail arbitrage business model, so it definitely is sustainable. Go with a mirrorless connected via HDMI, light years better than any webcam. Even if fancy, yeah, I just got that Logitech 4K one, but honestly, it's not the greatest. My camera up here, up top that you can see is the Canon 1DX Mark II, which is a sweet camera, but it's not mirrorless. I do want to get there's a new one that just came out or that's coming out in April, the R5C camera. It should be pretty sick. But yeah, I have like I also have a Canon EOS 80D that's connected, and the webcam, the Logitech webcam seems to be better than that because it actually shoots in HD. But yeah, I should look into the mirrorless thing for sure. Thanks for that suggestion, Kevin. My dude, love it, bro. I got tactical arbitrage and IP alert. Went from sushi chef to Amazon. That's amazing. That is amazing. I love hearing stories about people who have quit their jobs because of Amazon. It's a lot more people than you would think that have been able to do it. I mean, there's millions of Amazon sellers, so it's definitely possible. Do you import products from the US and sell it on Amazon.ca? Any tips on how to do that? No, I don't actually. I don't do that. That could be a good business model to look into because I do the opposite. Obviously, I purchase a lot in Canada and then sell it on Amazon.com, but I don't do the opposite. So, yeah, could be a good idea to look into one day, though. Can I do this in the UK? Yes, you absolutely can. With that being said, UK does have an Amazon website, so you can do the online arbitrage in the UK. With tactical arbitrage, you can run searches in the UK for UK retailers. But what you can also do from living in the UK is you can also sell on Amazon.com. You can use prep centers in the United States, purchase your items within the United States, and then send them to prep centers and then sell on Amazon.com, which is the largest marketplace in the world. So you can sell in the UK. I don't personally sell in the UK just because I don't live there, obviously, but um, I recommend getting on Amazon.com, which people can do from anywhere in the world. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. What are the benefits of paying for the professional account versus individual? I mean, the main benefit is obviously if you're selling over, I think it's over 30 items a month, then it makes sense too because of the cost. Um, if you're selling under that, then it makes more sense to do the individual. But professional, you need the professional for using tactical arbitrage, unless that's changed. But previously, you needed that to use tactical arbitrage. Hey man, thanks for the tips. Very helpful. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for being in here. Did you register your business in the States as well? No, I did not. I am only registered here in Canada. How often do you launch new products? Weekly, monthly? So I don't launch products personally. I purchase products from online retailers, but I'm constantly purchasing new products from online retailers. Do you need a license in Canada? No, you don't need any sort of license. You just have to pay tax on the income that you make. Doesn't matter what country you're making the income in, like whether you're making it in Canada or the US, you have to pay that tax in Canada if you live in Canada. Guys, if you are in here, make sure you give this a thumbs up. That would be awesome. Thank you for sharing the live. How many SKUs am I up to now? I have around 100 different SKUs right now. Thank you for those likes, guys. I wonder if I can put my. That'll be better than I'm not looking away all the time. Um, it's so annoying when TA always shows profit on sets when it's just profitable for the single. Yes, I agree. That is definitely annoying. Do you an amazing? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Thank you for those likes, guys. That's awesome. Thank you for all those likes, guys. That's awesome. Is Nike a good brand to sell in your opinion? I haven't sold too much Nike stuff, a little bit. Um, but yeah, I don't see a reason why not. Do I use an accountant specializing in Amazon? Yes, I do. My accountant specializes in Amazon and he sells on Amazon himself. So if you're in here or if you happen to be watching this, Rob is an awesome accountant. So yeah, the title of this is how to get to $1,000 profit per month per day selling on Amazon FBA. And the way that you can do that is by selling at least $5,000 of inventory per day at around a 20% profit margin. If you need to go to 10K at a 10% profit margin, well, then you're still going to get to that $1,000 profit. So you need to be selling a significant amount of inventory in order to get to that $1,000 profit per day. But that's 30K a month. That's 365K a year. That's a significant amount of money for most people. So it can be done. Made an account because of you. I want to get out of my 9 to 5. 10 years of healthcare is draining. That is awesome. Well, I wish you all the best. And yeah, there's definitely money to be made with selling on Amazon. So that is great to hear. What would be a good budget to start this business? I recommend starting with at least $1,000. And I actually just made a TikTok about half an hour ago explaining just that. So you can go check that out and yeah. Hi mate, how much money do I need to start up? Oh, that's perfect. We just got that same question on both platforms. But yeah, I recommend at least $1,000 to invest in inventory when first starting up. Do I source online every day? Not me personally, but my VAs source online 5 days a week, not on weekends. But actually, I should. I just thought about that. I should really be staggering them so that I'm sourcing 7 days a week, so I'm not missing out on opportunities. Maybe I'll look into that or get another VA, a third one. How many SKUs do you think you need to sell 5K a day? It really depends on the value of your SKUs. Like, I mean, if you're selling $5,000 items, then you just need one. If you're selling $5 items, then you need like 1,000. It really depends. Yeah, that's a tough question to answer. If I start from scratch, how much will I make in a month? Please, if I'm not disturbing. No, you're not disturbing, but it depends how much you have to invest. Let's say you have 10K invested in an inventory, you sell through half of it in a month. So you sell 5K at a 20% profit margin, you're gonna be making about $1,000 profit in a month. Prep centers, I want to use this method. Will you be able to teach me? Yeah, so I have a step-by-step course called the FBA Freedom Course, and you get my direct email address so you can email me with any questions along the way. It is in the link or it's in the link down below on YouTube and it's in the link in my bio on TikTok if you're interested in checking that out. Or you can go directly to it at fbafreedomcourse.com. What's my top category to sell? Lately, it's been home and kitchen. That's been my top category. Q4 is definitely toys. but I still sell toys all throughout the year. Um, I'm from the UK. Would the same method that you use in the US work the same? Absolutely. It absolutely would. And as I was just saying, actually, I had another person from the UK. Basically, what I was telling them as well is you can source from anywhere in the world and sell on Amazon.com. So you can live anywhere in the world and you can source within the United States and then send it to prep centers in the United States and then sell that stuff on Amazon.com. Or if you live in the UK, there happens to be an Amazon UK, so you can source within the UK and then sell on Amazon UK. Let's say I have 10K but want to test the market first. How many units should I start with? 1 to 3 units when you're first starting out. Definitely test the market first prior to going and buying 500 of that one item. Make sure it sells first, obviously. Um, how much inventory do I need for prep centers? How much money do I need for prep centers? There's no limit. There's no minimum or maximum. You can send one item to a prep center. You just have to register with them first. Does your course show live sourcing that you do online? Yes, it shows me running searches on Tactical Arbitrage, shows you all my filters that I run on Tactical Arbitrage, shows you how I find products to resell on Amazon. Yeah, it goes through all of that. And you get my direct email address. So if you have any questions, then you email me and I will answer those for you. I notice when I hold my glass here, then it's the best lighting. The second I move it away, it gets too bright. That's funny. So the thing with selling on Amazon is you need to find products ideally that you can repurchase, which are called replenishable items. And the way that you can find replenishable items is just constantly running searches. And as I was just saying, when you first find an item, only purchase 1 to 3 units. Don't go and purchase 500 right from the get go because what if that item doesn't sell? What if you happen to not be allowed to sell that item? Stuff like that. Just purchase 1 to 3 units when you're first starting out. I had my first 2 sales last week. Thanks for all of your guidance. That is awesome. That is so awesome to hear. Congratulations on your first 2 sales. I love hearing there's been a lot of success stories lately, so that is awesome to hear, Stu Bob. Are you one of my students, or have you just learned, like, from watching my free stuff? I don't know why I'm turning on my chair so much. Just like I'll stop. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome to hear, Stu Bob. Congratulations on your first 2 sales. That is great to hear. Honestly, like, the first sale that you make on Amazon is, like, probably, like, one of the craziest feelings. What made you use Payability and then stop using them? Yeah, so I stopped using them because I now I'm at a point where is at my business is at a point where I have more cash than I have inventory that I can buy. So, yeah, that's what made me stop using them. I did use your link to get Keepa. Oh, I don't even think I have a Keepa link. Maybe for tactical arbitrage or something? Maybe I do. I don't, yeah. Do you think your course is better than most? Yes, I do. Reason being is I actually sell on Amazon. I actually make the majority of my income from selling on Amazon, not just from selling courses. So, I've started from the ground up. I built my business starting 9 years ago with $1,000 when I was selling used graphing calculators. So, I mean, yeah, I teach you everything that I've learned along the way, and the big advantage of my course is you get my direct email address. So you're not talking to one of my VAs, you're not talking to one of my employees. You're talking directly to me, any questions you have along the way. And you can also purchase one-on-one Skype calls with me where you can ask those questions as well. So, absolutely, I think it is. And you get lifetime updates and you get lifetime access. So it's not like you have to go through it in a month or else you lose access and you have to repurchase it. No, it's lifetime access. Thank you for all those likes. We're at 650 likes on there, and then we got 5 likes on here on YouTube. That is awesome. Thanks for all those likes, guys. All right, guys. Any other questions? Do we have any other questions from you guys? Is your edge your willingness to accept lower ROI? Not necessarily. That's not. I wouldn't say that's my competitive advantage or my edge. But yeah, I mean, obviously, with selling higher value items, sometimes I am willing to accept a lower ROI to get that higher profit. And what I mean by higher profit is higher dollar amount profit when you're purchasing high value items. Oh, you signed up with my link for TA. That's awesome, Stu Bob. Yeah, tactical arbitrage, if you know how to use it properly, you can make a lot of money. You recommend 2,500 for startup costs? Does that include prep center? Yeah, I mean, prep center costs, honestly, when you're starting out, are not that bad. But yes, that does. So is it your inventory or drop shipping? It is all my inventory. I purchase all my inventory prior to selling it, and I own all the inventory prior to selling it. Do you have the items you purchase shipped right to you, then you ship them to the prep center? No, you can ship them right directly to the prep center. I don't have them shipped to me first, or else that would be an added cost, unfortunately. So, yeah, directly to the prep center is what I recommend. What's your average profit margin? Anywhere from 18 to 23%. I've been selling on Amazon for 15 years. You've been selling on Amazon for 15 years? That's crazy. I I didn't even know Amazon that you've been able to sell on Amazon for 15 years. Um, but yeah, you're considering TA or wholesaling. That's awesome. Hey man, can I list my Amazon listing on a personal website, or is that against their policy? Um, Listing your Amazon listings on a personal website and then it will redirect them back to Amazon. I don't see them having an issue with it. You've been selling since '07 on Amazon. Wow, that's awesome. Guys, if you are in this YouTube live, give it a thumbs up. That would be awesome. Are the prep centers knowledgeable of how Amazon wants the product prepped, or is there a learning curve to show them? No. If you select one of the prep centers that I recommend in my course, then they are knowledgeable. You don't have to teach them anything. Your best year revenue was 4.2 million. Hey, that's awesome. That is awesome. You're putting up some serious numbers. That is great. Did your best year happen to be 2020? Because that was my best year. I did over 5 million. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up, guys. We are at eight likes now. That is awesome. And we're at 1,700 likes on TikTok. That is crazy. Guys, I just posted 2 brand new TikToks that will be going onto YouTube later, probably tomorrow or something, but, I posted 2 brand new TikToks, and they're my first two-person TikToks where it's me doing 2 separate characters, so go check those out, let me know what you guys think. I know I can improve on those, but, yeah, go check those out and, give them some likes. What's the difference between a 20K month and a 100K month in sales? Um I'm not sure what you mean by that, like $80,000? Sorry, I don't know what you mean by that. Your best year was 2012. Oh, okay. Wow, that's awesome. Will prep centers accept just a few items so that we can test the waters with new products? Hope this question makes sense. Yes, it makes sense, and yes, they will. You can send them one item for all they care, and they'll send it into Amazon for you. As long as your prep center doesn't require minimums. None of the prep centers that I recommend in my course require minimums. Thanks for all those follows, guys. Oh, sorry, Chaz. That question makes a lot more sense now. What did I do different to grow? Honestly, the difference is I reinvested my profits into additional inventory. So the more money that I had to invest is where I bought more inventory, and with more inventory came more sales. So that's basically the gist of it. And hiring VAs. When I started to hire VAs and take some of the workload off myself, that helped a lot. Where to get info to prep yourself? Yeah. So, I mean, you can send the inventory into yourself and prep it yourself. I mean, I show you how to do that in my course as well. Um, how can I talk to you on the phone one on one? Yeah, so I do one-on-one Skype calls. It's 500 US an hour. Unless you purchase my course, then it becomes a lower price per hour. How much do you spend a month on an inventory? Anywhere from 300, no, anywhere from 200 to 500,000. So it's a pretty wide spread number, but yeah, that's the reality. Some months are better than others. Where can I find your course? Yeah, my course, you can find it at fbafreedomcourse.com or the link in my bio. I'm going to type it out for you here. Um, one second. FBA Freedom Course.com. Do you utilize credit card points? Absolutely. I get a lot of credit card rewards. Sorry guys for blocking that camera. Just fixing this. Yeah, I get a lot of credit card rewards because everything that I purchase is from online retailers, so I'm using my credit card on everything. So yeah, absolutely. Can you touch more on VAs? What do my VAs do for me? Yeah, absolutely. So Um, VAs are virtual assistants. I hire all of my virtual assistants from the Philippines. You can click the link down below if you're interested in hiring VAs from the Philippines yourself using the same agency that I use. With that being said, what do my VAs do for me? Well, my VAs, I have 5 different VAs. 2 of them do product sourcing. One of them does my bookkeeping. One of them does my Amazon account management, deals with any claims or any reimbursement, stuff like that. And then my final VA manages the rest of them. And that VA just works 20 hours a week. One second, guys. You said before one of your prep centers was sharing your products. How did you figure that out? Because my person that preps for me at the prep center contacted me and said, "Are you putting our information or telling everyone that you're using us as your prep center?" Because they're like, "Thank you," because they want to get more customers, obviously. But they're like, "We're getting a lot of calls about from people and emails. I don't know how many, but they said a lot. Um, Asking which products you sell. We obviously don't give it out to them, but which products are you selling? Or they're asking which products you're selling, and then I explained. Well, yeah, I was telling people on my lives and stuff, on my TikTok lives, and I think in my YouTube videos as well. And yeah, basically that's when people were reaching out and asking which products I sell. What's my go-to credit card? My go-to credit card is the American Express Simply Cash Preferred card. Gives me 2% cash back on everything. Um, what does your mentorship include and how much is it? So I don't have like a mentorship program, so to speak. Um, Yeah, I don't have a mentorship program, so to speak. But with that being said, I do have a course and I do have one-on-one calls, and I do give you my email address if you sign up for my course. But yeah, I don't have like a mentorship program, but I do have a step-by-step course, and it is 997. And then yeah, from there on in, the if you don't purchase the course and you just want one-on-one calls, then it's 500 US per hour. How much was my initial investment? My initial investment was $1,000. How many VAs do you have? I have 5 VAs. Have I tried private labeling? Yes, and I didn't have success with it. Um, what is the best deal, do you think? Sorry, what do you mean by the best deal? Uh, 2% back with no limit on the Amex. Yeah, there's no limit. So yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you can really rack up. Insurance, got the email today. Do you have anyone you can recommend? Hey, yeah, tech. I did get your comment. Sorry, haven't had a chance to respond to it yet, but I just use the provider that provides me with my home insurance. So a lot of different people can do it. Company I use is called Cooperators, but I don't necessarily recommend them for it. It's just who I happen to use. So I don't necessarily have any recommendations, but yeah, just contact your own insurance company and see if they're able to do it. If not, maybe check out Cooperators. I have an Amazon business account without Prime. Is there a limit on the Amazon to Amazon flips I can do, or can you purchase and flip as much as I can find? As far as I know, you can purchase and flip as much as you can find. Um, how much does the VA team cost per month? That's a good question. I'm not even sure. That yeah, I'd have to ask my accountant actually. What sales rank number do you try to stay under in Canada FBA? I mean, ideally under 100,000. Does your course include product recommendations? No, it does not include product recommendations because then you would have hundreds of people buying the same product. It's just not going to make sense for anyone. So, with that being said, I give you the tools and tips and tricks and steps in order to find profitable products to resell on Amazon. How long is the turnaround on the prep center getting to being available to sell on Amazon? Usually a couple weeks, 2 anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. Um, I like when you go on live. Any updates on a weekly live day and time? No, unfortunately not. I don't have one. It's kind of just here and there. Make sure you hit the bell notification to get a notification when I come on. Um, but yeah, I don't have a set day and time. It's just kind of whenever I feel like coming on or have a bit of extra time. Buy box, what's a healthy percentage and how to increase that? Buy box wins, that is. I mean, ideally, you want to be around 25% buy box wins. How do you increase it? Well, you can increase it by lowering your price. And then obviously there's other stuff incorporated in the buy box algorithm. How many feedback you have, how many units you sell of that item, stuff like that. What is your ideal what is your ideal margin? How long does it take you to get to that margin? 2 months? I mean, I my ideal profit margin is any around 20%. If my start capital is higher, let's say 300K, would I bet still benefit from the course? Absolutely. If you have 300K to invest, then there's no reason you shouldn't be taking the course because it's going to teach you step by step how to use like yeah, how to find a ton of inventory. So, absolutely, you can still benefit from the course even if you had $1,000,000 to invest. Like, yeah, I teach you step by step how to sell on Amazon using the same business model that I've got to multiple seven figures in revenue per year. So, hope I've answered everyone's questions. I think we're all caught up, which is awesome. We have not had anyone sign up for the course in this live. I think this is one of the first lives that nobody signed up. So who's going to be the first person to take action and get started selling on Amazon FBA and learn directly from me? Why didn't you have success private labeling? I don't have the products in here with me, but the products were junk. The products didn't sell. Yeah, that's why I didn't have success is I bought products that I thought were gonna be good sellers and they just weren't, and that's why I've always just stuck with the arbitrage business model because I've had success with it, and that's what I teach other people how to do because that's what I've had success with. What's included in the course? Does the info get updated, and is there a group and or chat group like Discord that your clients become part of? Um, what's included in my course? It's a step-by-step course on how to sell on Amazon using the online arbitrage business model. Yeah, and you get my direct email address. So there is a Facebook group, but I haven't updated it recently, so you get access to it, but to be honest, it has not been updated recently. It's something that I'm going to try to get up and running again. But as of now, it's not active. Um, so yeah, the biggest benefit is you get my direct email address, so you can ask me directly any questions that you have. So you're not getting, it's good to get answers from other students as well. But with that being said, it's always good to hear directly from me as well to make sure that you're getting the correct information. Sorry, I missed what you said. The course cost. What is the cost of the full course? The full course cost is 997 US dollars. How much profit do you make a year? I'm at about a 20% profit margin. I did $5 million in 2020 total on both on Amazon.com and Amazon.ca. Last year was I think around 3.5 million. So yeah, just do some simple math and you'll know. Um, what do you do with your FBA inventory that hasn't sold in a while? Drop the price and lose a bit of money to make the sale, or just do a removal order? So, Chris, to answer your question, yes, I'll lower the price. Sometimes I'll take a bit of a loss to try to get the stuff sold. If it still isn't selling, then I'll do a removal order and sell it on one of my other marketplaces and go from there. Yeah, like do the removal order and then go from there. Have you seen people that enrolled in your course be successful? Absolutely. Yes, I've had multiple success stories. And more and more people actually are reaching out to me being like, "Your course is awesome," and stuff like that. So I love hearing that stuff. And then I also get people that are like, "You know what? Can you add this to the course? I got a list of 6 videos right here that I have to make that I'm going to be adding to the course," because people are like, "We want some clarity on this stuff." Great. I always am updating it and adding more value. I think that was one of the questions I just had actually. Did I miss it? Oh, does the info get updated? Yes, I did have that question. So yes, the info gets updated, and I'm always adding. I wouldn't say always, but I am adding new information to the course. And then when I do add new information or new videos, then all of the current students get an email and then they can go through the updated information. Okay. Do you invest most of the profits back in? I used to. Now I don't have to as much. I've built up a bunch of cash that I don't have to invest as much back, but I try to keep as much in the business as possible to pay less taxes. Um, Average ROI on your investments. Like the other stuff that I invest in would be like the stock market and stuff like that. So that's yeah, probably what you're referring to. Um, Yeah, that's probably around 10 to 20%. All right, guys. But that's going to be it for today. I'm going to take a couple last questions and then we're going to call her a day. So, yeah, ask any few last minute questions and then I'm going to head off for the night. How much profit did you make in your first year? I did 30K in sales, probably about a 30% profit margin at that point. So, probably about $9,000 in my first year profit. Thank you for all those likes, guys. Yeah, once again, if you are watching on the YouTube live at a later time when I'm not live anymore, feel free to comment the questions that you have below, and I will answer them as soon as possible. What the heck is the secret to getting ungated in LOL toys? Thanks for answering the questions, man. LOL toys. I think they're a tough one to get ungated in. Seriously, so I don't personally sell them, so I unfortunately don't have the answer for that. But maybe an ungating service. Um, Thanks, Ryan, for the live. Yeah, no worries, Hamad. Thank you for being in here. All right, guys. Yeah, I am going to head off. Thank you so much for joining this live. If you have not given it a thumbs up, please give this live a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And if you have not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.